Hello again, we're back here on the vlog. So as promised, change of hairstyle, got a bit of a goatee, give you something to laugh about. We'll change that and give you something different next week. But to get straight into what I was saying that I was going to do is I'm going to give you a reading of a passage from the book 2, so that you might be intrigued in my style of writing, maybe intrigued by the story, and perhaps want to go and read book 2, or even go back and read book 1 first, which will be even better. But without further ado, I'm going to get straight into the book, so I'm going to have to put my glasses on, so I do apologise for that. But once I've read this passage, I'll then give you a little bit more detail. For those who've read book 1, this is straight after. There's a big meeting being called in the main room, and the protagonists are all there discussing what they're going to do next when something quite exciting occurs. Using all her imagination and the horrific detail she had gleaned from Brodie and Kubert, she rose from her hunched position under the window, straightened her back and suggestively pushed out her bust, as best she could manage. This drew strange glances of silent awe between the guards and total confusion from the other three. What is she up to? Was the unlinked but unilaterally thought and questioned that simultaneously emanated from Brodie, Kubert and Everett. In her best sultry and slutty improvisation, she slowly but meaningly raised her right forearm and commanded the men, "Shoot him!" At that very moment she pointed directly to Everett. To reiterate and differentiate the target, she continued to point and repeated louder, "Shoot him! Now!" For Brodie, time began to freeze, and everything seemed to go into super slow-mo. He pushed himself up and lunged forwards, and the three outstretched gun barrels from the left-hand side, just as Kubert kicked the door closed from his hidden vantage point behind it on the right. The hollow rack-a-tack-tack of automatic gunfire was deafening as bullets sprayed all over the room. The empty cases were sent clanging onto the wooden floor as they were rapidly expelled 10 to the dozen from the clips of the 3 Tommy guns. Even in this horrific slow-motion malaise, Brodie still flashed a thought of Gloria with Mickey's Bren gun, and the irony of the answer he had sought earlier was complete. Normal speed was resumed as Brodie crashed into the spitting gun barrels side on, and the door smashed into the shoulder of one of the goons, sending him flying into the other 2. That's as much as I'm going to give you. So from that, hopefully you can get, there's a bit of an exciting malaise going on. Brodie still can't stop himself thinking about other things, such as obviously a quote that he's thinking of from Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels. So that's just the way I write. I bring in things like that because that's what the character would do. Even in these deadliest moment where somebody's firing guns all around the room, he's still thinking of something that happened on television 25 years ago. So hope that intrigues you. I'll give you a bit more from a bit further into book 2. I'm not going to tell you what happened after that shooting because that will obviously give a massive part of the plot line away. But I hope you liked it. Rejoin me next week when I shall have a new hairstyle and maybe a new facial expression, and we can look into it a little bit further. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you soon.